guys, it is Chris again here. It is Sunday, April the 18th. It is the day after the USA Bass and Tournament at Laurel. I've been out here up at my parents' house. We've been trying to do some cleanup from the storms back in the winter, from the ice storm and stuff. Trying to get some down trees and stuff cleaned up around the property. Just so we can access all of it. And you can probably see back over my shoulder here some of the trees that are down here up by the pond. We've just been trying to work on stuff like that. We've got some limbs down here in the pond. But I realized that so far this year I haven't done any pond fishing. So I thought after I got done with what little bit of work I was doing today, that I'd come up here and try to catch some fish out of the pond. And I don't know, just now the sun's kind of going out, there is tons and tons of small, probably 6 and 8 inch bass in here. I stocked this pond a few years ago with some bass that I had caught, and that out of like the pond over there by work, and then some of the fish that I had caught other places I brought up here. I've stocked it with largemouth, spotted bass, and a few smallmouth, because this pond usually has current flowing through it through most of the year because it's fed by the spring up here on the mountain. And I thought, what the heck, let's go give it a try. Let's see if we can get some of these fish to bite. I really want to see, and it's obvious that those adult fish that I put in a few years ago have been doing their thing. They've been reproducing, because like I said, I can see tons of little small 6 and 8 inch bass that are that are probably in that 1 to 2 year old range. But I don't know, I wish the sun would come back out. I'd love for you guys to see this. I mean, there's just like whole schools of them around these limbs and stuff. But anyway, I thought I'd cast around. I got about an hour and a half to fish here, so the weather's good. This water is, I mean, like crystal clear. It's probably the clearest I've ever seen it. But I'm gonna throw a wacky rig around, maybe a spinner bait or something, and see if we can catch some fish. So stay tuned, stick with me. I see about a 2-pounder swimming by right there, just kind of cruising. Let's see if we can get some of these fish on camera for you guys, and see if all this work that I put into this up here is paid off any. Alright guys, you're going to have to bear with me on some of these camera angles and the shakiness of the camera. Apparently I forgot my chest mount to my GoPro. So I've got the tripod stand stuck in my pocket here, but I'm going to start with flipping this little wacky rig around. See if we can draw any interest with it. There's fish looking at it, the little ones are. Don't know if the big ones will eat it. Most of the big ones are out cruising the bank here. And I know this pond used to be full of bluegill. And I'm sure, here we go, that over time, over the last 2 or 3 years, that they have, there he is, got him, oh, there he is. Awesome, awesome. Oh, stay on, no, not in there. Oh. Awesome. Look at that, guys. Well, very healthy. That is one of the prettiest fish I have caught this year, if I do say so myself, even though it is out of my pond. It's beautiful. Alright guys, I'm gonna let this dude go. That big one is still right there. So I'm hoping that when I let this guy go, that it doesn't scare the other one off. So we'll be gentle. Thank you, buddy. Go tell your friends to bite. Go tell Big Mama to bite. Look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. I love bass fishing. Love it. See if we can catch us another one here real quick. Alright. Let's see. That big fish cruise right back over there by that lay down. I'm going to cast right there over top of it. We'll just kind of let that fall down. The wind's starting to try to pick up a little bit. So give her a little twitch. But she swam back. I'm assuming it was a female. Swam right back over top of that lay down. You know, year before last, my dad, my brother, and I, we all come up here because there was a lot of trees laid down in the pond. We cleaned a lot of them out, but we purposely left some of them laying down in there. Oh, there's a little one. There's probably a 10 or 12 incher right there. But we purposely left some of those laydowns in there because this pond is very soft bottom, and you know, bass like to spawn on hard stuff. So having that wood in there, oh, I spooked him off, gives them kind of something to spawn on. That big one would come back. I don't know where she went to. We have to throw it closer to that. There's another one looking at it. Another small one. Another small one. And one thing I don't necessarily like about wacky rig fishing, of course I could throw a flick shake, a weighted wacky rig, but as it takes forever, I just let it settle. And I'm using the 4-inch umdingers here in this pond. I usually use the smaller ones when I pond fish, but come on, there's got to be a big in there somewhere. So we'll change angles here and see if they need better look. I know those fish are swimming in and out of these laydowns. The bad thing, there's one disadvantage to the water being so clear is every move you, oh shoot, we're hung. Every move you make is a way for them to feel your vibrations or see your shadows or whatever. Of course, ripping that stick up off the bottom don't help things none. Alright, they fish. They kind of show interest. I'm going to get my stuff out here. They're kind of showing interest in the Wacky rig, but I don't know. They're coming up to it and then kind of looking at it, and so I'm gonna throw. You know, the wind's picked up a little bit. I'm gonna throw this little swim jig. I could probably throw a spinner bait, and I might do that here in a minute. But I want to try this first, just because there's so much wood and stuff in here, and I can kind of throw it up around these laydowns. So let's toss this around for a minute and see what happens. I see a fish swimming right down the bank here, right down the bank of the dam. Oh. There he is. Look at that. First freaking cast. First cast. That's a decent fish. Oh, yeah. Oh, he came off. Are you freaking kidding me? Why does that always happen? Really? 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 Well, first cast on a swim jig. I had one. And it came off. Which sucks. That one ain't coming off. Two casts in a row. What about that? Oh, what about that? Oh, I wish I hadn't got my chest mount. Oh. Oh, I wish I hadn't forgot my chest mount. That's about a 10-incher. That's probably a 3 or 4 year old fish. Maybe, I don't know how old it'll be. I'm guessing maybe 3-year-old. Good little fish. They're so healthy too. Is what amazes me. Let's get this guy back in here. Oh, I really wish I hadn't forgot my chest mount on my camera. There he goes. There he goes. So I guess they do want a moving bait right now. Alright, let's see if we can keep this train rolling. We caught 3 fish. Can't keep my camera straight. But we caught 3 fish. One on the freaking Wacky rig and, well, let's say 2 fish. We caught the one come off, but and this is just a Strike King KVD or whatever pro model swim jig with the little rage grub on the back, and I've got it rigged with the little paddles vertical, so they kind of kick a little better, and it's kind of got that more of that bluegill kind of profile and color, because there's no shad or minnows in this pond. I do plan on putting some in here just because I'm afraid that there's so many small bass in here. I'm afraid they're going to wipe out the bluegill population and then not have anything left to eat. Come on, don't make it a take fish video. Say don't make it a 2-fish video. Alright. I'm going to fish this end of the pond and fish back towards the dam. I saw some fish swirl-wise up here. This water's a lot dirtier. I don't know. Shoot, a couple of them up here. There's a really big one up there. Good night. But we'll throw this swim jig through here. These fish are up here cruising around. So we'll throw this swim jig in here and see what happens. If I can get it off the end of the rod. see if I can get it off the end of the rod. The one limb. I'll say the one limb. Stay there and I cast it right over top of it. I'm going to put my sunglasses back on so I can see here. Because of the glare on the water, I'm trying to stay kind of back. There's one. There's one. There's one. Oh. Ha! See, there's one. There's a freaking another one. See, there's another one right there. Probably another pound, pound and a quarter on the swim jig. That is what I'm talking about. I'm gonna get this guy back in the water. As gently as possible. Now I do see some little bait fish up there. That might be why they're up here. I can't help the bluegill. I couldn't tell if they're bluegill or there's so much dirt and glare in the water, but anywho, there is some bait fish up here, so that's probably why they're up on this shallower end. And this shallower, I can't talk, end has a lot more silty, sandy gravel, so it's probably also a better bedding area for these fish too. But anyway, it is what it is. So the little pond's doing good. These fish that I have caught, I think are all males. They're not the biggest fish in the world, but they're definitely some of the healthiest I have seen. So let's try this again. I did see one. There's a big female cruising out here. It's literally like probably freaking 3 pounds. Probably, I don't know, this water's fairly cold. I don't know exactly what the temperature of it is, but they might be getting ready to do their thing. I don't know. Who knows? Alright, I'm going to kind of switch up tactics real quick. I only got just a few minutes left before I need to get out of here. But I'm still throwing this Wacky rig, but I put it on a flick shake head. If you don't know what it is, all it is a weighted Wacky rig. I think these are the Wacky jig heads, and it's just like a little 1/16 ounce, or it might be a 3/16 ounce. Just a little weighted jig head, that's all it is. It's just got a little wide gap hook on it. I'm going to throw this out there. All it does is helps your bait fall just a little bit faster. But there's some fish pushed up right here in this corner on this little flat. So, and this has a little, like a little wire guard on it. There he is. There's one right there. Yep, just like that. Not the biggest fish in the world. Oh. It's not the biggest fish in the world, but it's healthy. I'm telling you guys, these fish are so freaking healthy in here. It's crazy. Crazy. I mean, look at the color on those. Beautiful. It's beautiful. I love it. I love it, love it, love it. So beautiful. That's, I don't know. Weight wise, that's probably the biggest one I've caught today. It's probably not the longest, but it's definitely the heaviest. So, anyway, see, you gotta learn to adapt. Sometimes I do know what I'm doing. Let this guy go. Let's see if we can get one of your friends. Right. Thank you. See if we can get us another one real quick. I mean, he hit that. I mean, almost. Oh, and another thing, guys, that will save you literally a ton of stick bait, Senkos, dingers, whatever you fish with. Those little clear plastic Wacky rig bands. You can literally find those, or you can make your own. If you can find like iron line tubing, you can make your own. If not, you can buy them off eBay. You can get several hundred of them for literally just a couple dollars, and trust me, it's worth it. See if we can get us another one real quick. See if we can get one of these bigger ones to eat. Really hope we get one of those big. I think all the ruckus from that fish I just caught pushed them all back out. Broke my line off. Oh well. That's it anyway, guys. I am running out of time. That's a heck of a way to end the video, huh? I have run out of time anyway because I have got to get back home and get myself ready and a mindset to go back to work tomorrow. But anyway, of course, Nicholas has to go back to school tomorrow, so I gotta get him ready for that. But it is what it is. So, alright guys, that is going to do it for today's video. I hate to end the video breaking offline like that, but that's just the way it goes sometimes. It's typical for me to break one off or backlash one. I've said it before, and I'll say it again. If I didn't do that at least once in a video, it wouldn't be a video. What's not typical is I caught 5 fish in this video, and it's what you guys tune into these videos for is fish catches, so that's a plus. Enjoyed it. It's my first time pond fishing this year. We will come back sometime later. but and do some more. And I do plan on doing some more creek fishing this year. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please hit those like and subscribe buttons. Still today cannot talk for some reason. And until next time, guys, till see you again. Keep casting, and I'll see you on the next one.